Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? And welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where I take you through the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about the reason Lovin Dubai's DMs were absolutely packed last night with your stories of what some people suggested were fireballs, but they were not, flying through the sky, visible in certain areas. If you saw them, we're going to talk about them in a little bit. We'll also be talking about how you can get free gym access over the next 10 days in Dubai. We're going to talk about the latest travel restrictions if you're flying in and out of Abu Dhabi, key if you're an Abu Dhabi resident. But before we get into all of those stories, a quick shout out for the big Ramadan giveaway, which we are super duper excited about. We're going live on Wednesday, same show, different format, because we're going to have competitions that you can win. It's going to be live basically throughout the holy month of Ramadan. We've been fortunate enough that people have been gifting us gift boxes, hampers, that type of thing. And apart from the ones with fresh food, which we gave away immediately, these are the ones that have maybe like essential items and things that you could, like there's no Burj Al Arab today, I'll be honest. We're not giving away, we've not leveled up, unless the Burj Al Arab would like to give us room to give away. That would be pretty fab to add on if you're listening. No, but we have a lot of hampers, a lot of giveaways. It's all happening on Wednesday morning, so tune in. That's at 8:30 a.m. the big Ramadan giveaway. I'd love you to be here, and all you need to do is comment to get involved that morning. Before we jump into our top stories, something else that took over headlines last night. I don't watch football, don't care for it much, to be honest. But I was aware that there was a massive match.
Ouch.
I have to be honest. I'm not going to go in and lead in with this story and act as though I'm a fan. But I was aware of the massive headlines. I was aware that Manchester United were playing Liverpool. And actually, I heard someone on the radio last night saying that it was the biggest match in football. And I was a bit like, ooh. And I didn't even know who was playing at that time. And I was like, what is the biggest match in football? Is it? But that was, which I think people will question, right? Is that a fair assumption? Is that a fair statement?
I'm a United fan, and I can, with all my heart, I can say yes.
Oh, really?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
it's probably the most important game for Man United to close the gap between Manchester City, but not the most important in the world.
She could have been a Man U presenter, host.
But probably.
Someone's saying GA football. Hi, Hector, the hawker. I think that's my friend's dog's account. What you call it? So massive match on last night, but it was completely, I guess, disrupted, torn apart after protests.
Yes.
You're a Man U fan? I didn't actually know that.
Yes, I'm a Man United fan.
And were you watching all of the drama? Tell us how.
We have been living through the drama for the past, ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left.
And is that when the Glazers took over?
Yeah.
Because that's what the protest was about. So tell us the drama that unfolded last night.
Yeah. So we were fed up. So as fans, we just I'm saying we. I wasn't there, but and I'm putting we as in Man United fans.
Man United fans.
They just went into the field.
They stormed the pitch.
Yeah, with the smokes that they have, I think
flares.
Yeah, something like that.
I believe there was some flares there.
Yeah. And they were just like lasers out, lasers out, lasers out.
So this has been a build up for a while.
Yeah, since I think it peaked when they were all this Super League talk. The Man United was part of it, and
okay.
Woodward, the chairman, is leaving at the end of this year. So I think it's building up to it built it up to that. They're like, okay, so Woodward is leaving now, the owners are left. So you guys, you need to leave.
It's so well. Do they have? Because it's so interesting. Because obviously, in some football clubs can be owned by the fans, but are the fans putting together a collective that they could potentially take over, or are they just saying we don't like the Glazer family, we want them out?
Well, I can see McGregor wanting to buy Man United.
What?
Yeah. He was very vocal about it. Yeah, he was thinking about.
He's very vocal about a lot of things.
Yeah, but he was very vocal about Manchester United, and it blew up on social media, and everybody was talking about it. That hey, we want McGregor now.
Bold move, fans.
Maybe they were McGregor fans that went into the stadium. Some of them were McGregor fans. But that was interesting to see that Conor McGregor is interested in Manchester United.
Crazy. So basically, unrest at the Man United Liverpool football match night. The match will be rescheduled. Each team released a statement saying it just wasn't right to go ahead. And yeah, took 100 fans off the pitch. There's apparently one kid climbing up one of the goals.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
crazy. Well, hopefully, I think everyone was safe as well. There was 2 officers injured, I believe.
Oh, so it's always a messy situation when it comes to these events. You know, the fans might have the best thing in mind in their minds, but it's not really the best thing to do. Maybe just do it outside of the stadium and not, injure security people.
Yeah, and it's interesting because obviously with COVID measures, none of the matches have been going ahead anyway. So there's been no fans or anything within those stadiums for so long.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that has how that unfolded. Yeah. We'll move on back to Dubai. Back to things I actually know something about. Skydivers with fireworks attached to their feet were spotted in Dubai last night, and I promise you, if you looked at our DMs last night, they're absolutely filled if you saw them. I know WhatsApp groups were filled as well. People were questioning what was going on because actually, first of all, the video came through to me, to actually my boyfriend's phone, I immediately thought, I was like, what is it? It's like an asteroid. I was like, where people need to get out of the way, but it was a probably stupid assumption. A lot of people you could see it, it looked like it was coming from Global Village, and the people who suggested it was coming from Global Village were not wrong. It was all part of this massive anniversary celebration for Global Village as they ended their 25th season. And how did they end their 25th season? With 25 world records. It was the end of the season and they finished with the final world record last night. So they wanted to finish on a very extremely high note, and they did just that. So what people saw flying through Dubai last night, it wasn't an asteroid, it wasn't a comet, it wasn't a fireball, it was Skydive Dubai, ex-Dubai guys and girls, not sure, carrying fireworks strapped to their feet.
Wow. No, that takes a lot of courage.
That takes courage, it takes planning, but it's also just incredible.
Yeah.
What a way to finish. And I think that constantly in Dubai, what's so incredible about the city is we're always impressed. There's always something new going on, and that's kind of something I never thought I'd see.
Talk about being flashy. No pun intended.
Oh, well done. Okay. But like what was cool was that they were doing lots of world records throughout the season. And also what's upsetting is that it's actually ended. I had no idea. I was planning to go during Eid. But anyway. Some of the other records they broke this season, one which we wrote about, you might have seen, they had the largest mosaic, which was actually in collaboration with 100 million meals, and it was filled up with 2,500 lanterns. But my favorite record of the season this year for Global Village was most people in a video relay holding a sign.
Wow.
I love that. They also had the largest pin badge in the world, but this is truly incredible. I think Global Village is such a fantastic place. If you love it, please comment and let me know. Do you go to the street food place? What countries do you enjoy exploring? I know my mum loves going out there for shopping. She loves haggling for deals. I'm sure if the people working there see her coming, they run because she's always trying to haggle. But it's amazing. Have you been, Ali?
I've been to Global Village. But this year I think I've only been once, just because I'm claustrophobic and I don't like to be in in a very crowded place, and Global Village is kind of crowded. It's massive, and yet it still packs a crowd. It's one of the favorite places to go. Even though I went, like when I went, there were like you can tell when Global Village is packed or just packed. Yeah, it was packed. True. It was like normally packed. But still, I was a bit, tense for most of the time. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what we liked about COVID for you, wasn't it? That places aren't as busy anymore. Yes. But that's amazing. 25 years of Global Village. Congratulations to them on another season. Very well done. Despite all of the restrictions in place, they still managed to welcome people throughout the holy month, which is really cool. Let's move on to our next update. This was released last night by Abu Dhabi. The travel restrictions for Abu Dhabi residents and citizens have been updated. So previously, you may or may not have been aware, Abu Dhabi residents arriving to the capital were required to quarantine for 10 days on arrival, as well as do a couple of PCR tests on the way. Now, last night, the Abu Dhabi Emergency Crisis and Disasters Committee, they made some changes to the protocol.
So take note, if you're an Abu Dhabi resident traveling in, vaccinated and non-vaccinated travelers arriving to Abu Dhabi are seeing different protocols, and that actually is effective from today. So everything's changed in the last 24 hours. It's worth taking note. If you're watching on our Facebook show, which is our big production show, you can see all of the updates there, but you can also go onto AD Media Office on Twitter and get all of the updates there. But take note, vaccinated travelers arriving to Abu Dhabi from green countries do not need to quarantine, but must take a PCR test upon arrival and on day 6. So that's 2 PCR tests, no quarantine, and that's for vaccinated travelers from green countries. Now, vaccinated travelers arriving from other countries must quarantine for 5 days, and take PCR tests on the day of arrival and also day 4. Now, we have the green list, it's up on Lovin Dubai, but be aware that it's subject to change. So what's there right now could change in advance. But just take note, if you are flying in to the capital from Abu Dhabi, whether you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, and depending on the country that you're coming from, there's a little bit of different updates. So if you're a non-vaccinated traveler arriving from Abu Dhabi from a green country, you do not need to quarantine, but you must take 2 PCR tests, and that's on day 6 and day 12. Non-vaccinated travelers arriving from Dubai from other countries must quarantine for 10 days and take a PCR test on day arrival and also on day 8. So there's a lot of different little things there. It really depends, like I said, if you're vaccinated, not vaccinated, green country or not green country. So check all of that. There's no sure answer for anyone until you, well, I cannot give a definitive answer for everyone because it's 4 different answers for everyone. But do check it up. It's all on Lovin Dubai. Farah wrote a nice little detailed article last night, which you can check up. But let's move into our next story. I think this is super cool. Vaccinated Dubai residents can get free gym access. Free gym for the next 10 days. This is a super cool initiative for everyone who's been vaccinated in Dubai, launched by the Dubai Sports Council. It's called Everyone Responsible for Everyone, which I think is a nice thought-provoking name, which gives those who choose to be vaccinated and took 2 doses of the vaccine against COVID-19, obviously, free trainings in gyms and fitness centres at 55 different outlets across Dubai for the next 10 days, starting today until May 13th. I think it's so amazing. So if you go to Goals Gym, Fitness First, it's a massive chain. I act as though I haven't read this before. I promise you I've read it. Like, oh, Fitness First. The Warehouse, really cool gym. Fitness 360, the Sevens, Just Plays, the Be a Ladies Club. These are all offering free gym classes and entry for the next 10 days. I actually haven't paid my gym for the last couple of weeks, so potentially will take you. I'm just saying I haven't. So yeah, handy. But I would love. We put up. We shared a video a couple of days ago on Lovin Dubai about my vaccine experience because I got the COVID vaccine at Barsha Hall, and it got a lot of views, it got a lot of comments, it got a lot of reactions. So if you are one of, and it's basically because I said that I booked it on the DHA app, and a lot of people are saying they're finding it difficult to do that. But I would suggest going on to the conversation on that thread, because I struggled for a week. I spoke around the show, and then I was checking very diligently, and then an opportunity came up, and it seems a lot of people had the same luck that I had, that they were checking, and then spaces came up and they booked it. Now, a lot of people are still unfortunate so far that spaces haven't come up, but I would say keep checking. Also check the Seha app and also call them. There are different ways to do it, but I was fortunate enough to get on the DHA app, so if you are getting it, I would do that. And how are you feeling? I was feeling a little bit unusual yesterday, I must say.
Woozy? A little bit woozy?
A little bit nauseous. Yeah, I think
it's normal. That's the normal side effect.
It's very normal. And I googled all of the side effects, and I said, okay, I don't have that, I don't have that, I think I have that. But as soon as I don't know about you, but as soon as there's anything wrong, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Not this year. Are you a hypochondriac, do you think? Are you a hypochondriac? No, not at all.
I don't think so.
I don't think I am, but my mind does go places. Definitely goes places. Speaking of places to go, we'll move on. If you're looking for a fab iftar with incredible views and incredible food, I would recommend Uzbek at La Mer. Sorry, Uzbek. Ush at La Mer. Well, it's an Uzbek restaurant. It's called Ush. And if you have been to Lumer, you'll know that it's amazing, atmospheric. The location is stunning, and also Ush is this fab Uzbek restaurant, and they actually import the ingredients directly from there, so that you know that you're getting this incredible, authentic experience. Now, the iftar there is a really, really nice vibe. They have indoors and outdoors. It's quite a large space. And true to form with Dubai restaurants, they've done really cool interiors. They have this massive open plan kitchen, really cool spiral staircase, and then upstairs it's quite a cool kind of so first of all, the terrace has amazing views of Lumer and the Arabian Gulf, and you can see the sunset as you start your iftar, which is incredible as the sun sets. And then indoors, it's quite like a nighttime-y vibe, like the lights are off and there's a lot of kind of canopy trees and things, so it's quite different inside and outside. But the food is incredible, and they have a very cool iftar going on at the moment until the end of the holy month. I would suggest just going out and enjoying yourselves. You know, we have in safety precautions, all the tables are socially distanced and there's plastic barriers between them. But if you're looking for somewhere that's a little bit different, you can try Uzbek food. They also mix different types of cuisines in there. It was very tasty. I actually got to enjoy it like 2 weeks ago. I had that time.
Probably gonna go.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll go with a bunch of friends, because me and my friends, we usually go and eat iftar on Thursdays, or
that's really nice.
You know, Friday sometimes if we don't go out on Thursdays. So probably this Thursday might go there.
Well, I'll tell you now, I would book the terrace, because maybe there's like 8 to 10 tables at a guess. But it's really, really nice, and they're nice comfy big seats and everything, but you want the view, you want to be outside while we still can. So definitely go down and check it out. Like I said, the ingredients are from Uzbekistan, which is really cool. And to be honest, I hadn't actually tried Uzbek cuisine before. And we had the iftar, and then there's a couple of dishes that we wanted to try from the main menu, because they said that they're quite traditional, so we did that too. And oh my days, one of the desserts, oh, I wish I could remember the name. It was like a thin, crispy pastry with some, sorry, just realized people are fasting, so I'm not going to go into it.
I am fasting.
I just realized that. Apologies to everyone who's fasting, it just came to me. But we'll move on. I would recommend go and ask at Ush at Lumer if you're looking for a special iftar with friends and family. Guys, that is it from us on the Lovin Daily this morning. I'm going to have a quick look through your comments. Instagram, I'm going to stay with you and have a look through your comments after the show. I hope you have a brilliant day. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. And if you are going to be around on Wednesday morning, do not miss the big Ramadan live giveaway. See you then. Bye.
Bye.